know we joke about police prioritising non-crimes over actual criminal offences, but Police Scotland really seem to be taking the haggis. A new report by Her Majesty's Chief Inspector of Constabulary has found that 73% of incidents attended last year in Scotland did not even lead to a crime being reported. Now that's either a lot of malicious time-wasting phone calls from the general public, or there's a serious issue within the police force. I'm inclined to believe it's the force, and not one to be laid on the public. However, Inspector of Constabulary Craig Naylor said it's more that people suffering from mental health are being referred to the police. Bullshit. Bullshit. Sorry, but we see how the police deal with people having mental health crises, and rather than trying to deal with the person with some humanity, they will tip them over the edge so that they can arrest them and get them locked up in a cell where they can be forgotten about for a while. Craig Naylor said officers were spending more time taking them to A&E, and that it was an example of where police were filling in the gap where public sector organisations were still under strain as a result of the pandemic. Oh, please get off of that bloody pandemic bullcrap. It took 2 minutes to strip everyone of their rights, send everybody home, shut all the businesses down, affect everybody's livelihoods. But you're telling me we're still, what, a year almost later, struggling to get back to normal? Do me a favour. The report revealed that the number of incidents recorded by Police Scotland fell by 33,373, that's 2.2% over the same period last year. What is of more concern is high level of incidents that do not result in a crime being recorded. During the year, over 73% of incidents created led to no crime being recorded, suggesting that demand for non-crime matters is considerable. Really? Really? Well, are you surprised considering you keep telling people to report non-crimes to you? Joke. The report goes on to say there is strong and growing narrative that demand on policing is changing, with considerable challenges around mental health crisis and the lack of capacity to effectively manage the transition from a police response to a health treatment service. Now, the only issue police have with mental health is that most of them are suffering from it, mainly BPD or NPD. The report added, we heard from many police officers about individuals suffering mental ill health being referred to response policing, either because individuals were receiving community-based treatment but had no assistance out of normal office hours, or in some cases there was no appropriate support available at that time. This often leads to officers supporting a person in crisis and seeking suitable medical intervention through accident and emergency departments, potentially elongating police incidents for many hours. Now look, I don't agree with this at all. We see all too often the reaction to mental health issues when police are called out. Many of them, most of them, react with force to push the person in crisis into retaliating for which they can get arrested for. The fact that suggests that so many of their reports result in no crime reported is suggesting that hundreds of thousands of call-outs are mental health issues, when we all know this is Scotland. The majority of call-outs will be drink related. That was a joke, by the way. But seriously, if anyone thinks that 73% of call-outs are mental health related, and the situations where the police will ferry people in crisis to A&E, then you're an idiot. I know the police are one of the first ports of call for people when there's a mental health issue, but I refuse to believe that this would equate to 73% of call-outs. And if it is, then why are the police not taking a stronger stance against it? I mean, they're pretty quick to ridicule people for calling in 999 over a cold pizza, or they've missed the last tray at home. This is what happens when, as an organisation, you feel the need to get yourselves involved in everything. What's that saying? Oh yeah, you made your bed, now go and lay in it.